Hi guys, I'm Daryl, right? And I help financial advisors to 2x their income without learning anything sales or marketing related using my ascent method. And in this video, I want to share with you, right, how you can discover why is driving forces important for you and how you can discover your own driving forces, right? And I think it's extremely powerful. But before that, just don't hear from me. And I just want to share with you what are some of the wins that my clients are having just because they discovered their driving forces. All right, I just want to give you some example. Right, so we have some wins regarding driving forces here. Right, so I managed to prospect a list of school juniors who have not been contacting for years. Right, after the session with Daryl, we found out that one thing that triggers me is time efficiency. Right, and we realized that his driving forces is achievement and no regrets. Right, a sense of relief whenever he contact his juniors. Right, so that's his unique driving forces for Zhihao. Right, another client of mine. This is my client, right? He stepped into his driving forces and he said that, you know what, I was not calling for the longest time because afraid of judgment, awkwardness. But today I made a thing to call 5 people. In the end, I made 5 appointments, right? So I want to ask you, how would your life look like if you actually, lean in towards your resistance and do it anyway? And the trick to it is identifying your driving forces, right? And we also have my buddy here, right? My buddy here, Brian, racked up 5 cold appointments yesterday, right? He was staff cold calling. But because he was able to discover his driving forces, for him is no regrets, uh, peace and freedom, right? For him is these 3. Everybody minimally have these 3. So now let me explain to you why driving forces are important, right? Since that you see there's some examples and wins from them. So the real reason why driving forces are important is because as self-employed yourself, even for myself, it is a non-negotiable, right? That we will face resistance in this business, that we will face challenges. And I think the question here we have to ask ourselves is, despite us not feeling up to task, we don't want to do it, how can we actually do it? And the trick here is identifying what are your hot buttons that you can press, right? So I always tell my clients, your driving forces are equivalent to your hot buttons, which I never create, by the way. They are already in you, consciously or subconsciously, you already have them, right? It's just that working with me, I usually help you to be more aware and acknowledge of it. That is my job, right? And so right now, I will share with you, what's one pitfall, of not being aware of your driving forces. What's one pitfall? And all these are coming from my own clients' case studies, my clients' real life experiences. So there's this client of mine. I wouldn't want to name names, right? He was always trying his very best to push himself to the next level. And we discovered that, after working with me, we discovered that he has 3 driving forces. Number 1 is connection. Number 2 is freedom. Number 3 is achievement. So now we kind of understand why he like to push himself to the next level, because of his driving force number 3, achievement. And in the month of May, after working with me, he went from 0 meetings in April, to 9 meetings per week for May, and end up he was able to clinch a top FC for May. That was his transformation. So because he had high expectations of himself, in the month of June, he wanted to hit top FC again. What happened was, he was very disappointed with himself that he was getting a lot of free looks. And not just that, because his number 1 driving force was connection. And he was operating very subconsciously. He was very demoralized after getting free looks. He cold called, no responses. And when friends invited him to play mahjong, that's where he gave in. That's where he hang out with them, because of his number 1 and number 2 driving forces, connection and freedom. That's why he chose to neglect on his achievements and forgo that, right? Enjoy his time and play with them. So these are the things that's extremely scary that is probably happening to you right now, right? Like, you know that you have to do certain things, but you're not doing it. Is it because you are subconsciously controlled by your driving forces? Take some time to truly think about it, right? So there's another client of mine as well. For the longest time, it's not work related, she will do chores for her mother. And I actually asked her, why you want to do chores for your mother? Do you love your mother? You do it out of filial piety, out of love, out of compassion? What is it? She did not know the answers. She don't know why. But randomly, she, blurted out. She said that, I just don't want her to nag at me. So I just asked, so how do you feel? And she said, I feel peaceful. We were both surprised, right? Because I didn't know that, wow, her number one driving force was peace. And now we actually use it to push her forward, right? For her, she set a goal for herself. At the end of the year, she want to hit 60K FYC, right? Commission 60K. And that's the target. If she never hit it, she will not feel peaceful. And as clear as it gets, it's nothing no-brainer, nothing too fascinating about this. It's a no-brainer shit. Know what drives you, use that consciously to push yourself there, right? So right now, let me give you some examples of my clients and how they discover their driving forces. Okay, so this is my own AOI, right? This is the methodology that I get my clients to do so that they can discover their driving forces. I want you to take a look at the last word of every branch. You will see that feel connected to people is something that I like to feel less lonely, feel sense of connectedness, feel productive, feel sense of achievement, productive, achievement, proud, achievement, alive, excited, freedom, achievement, growth, regretful, hopeful, adventure, right? Feel bored, unproductive, no achievement, guilty, no achievement, feel trapped, feel miserable. So let me ask you right now, after you notice a lot of these things about me, what do you think are my 3 driving forces? What's the opposite of trapped? Free, right? What's the opposite of low achievement? Obviously, sense of achievement, right? So you can tell you can kind of gauge that, hey, Daryl is someone that has, number one driving force is connection. And also, the next thing that drives him maybe seems like adventure, freedom kind of thing. Yeah. And number 3 is obviously sense of achievement, right? So, and this was something I done many years ago. So obviously, as time passed, different things we experience, our driving force will change as well. But essentially, this is the methodology that I get my guys to do. Through all their strengths, their weaknesses, their likes and dislikes, they will go in deeper and deeper. They ask themselves questions so that they will know the end emotion that drives them in everything they do. Okay, literally, I'm just giving you my best stuff here so that you can use the same framework as well to discover what are some things that drives you in your soul. You know it, so that we can be conscious about it, right? Not let it subconsciously control us instead, so that we can use our driving forces to bring us closer to our goals, not further away, right? So that's the end of my sharing. If you find it valuable, if you find it useful, do share with share this video with your friends. And if you find my Instagram that is valuable, do share my Instagram with your friends as well. So I got nothing but true abundance and love to you guys, and just wish nothing but the best for you guys, right? And for those of you who want to, who think that this is powerful and you want to get a opportunity to work with me on a closer level, I include a link in this video that you can probably click and see if we are suitable for each other. See you guys soon.